stronger.
Hey, welcome to your 6-week functional movement challenge. I'm Maricris.
I am Luke.
And I am Ingrid.
And we are ready to bring you this program. We've never done anything like this before. It includes an exciting range of new Centr equipment with dumbbells as your main piece of equipment. We've strategically structured this program to help you up all levels of your fitness game. Are you ready for it?
Absolutely.
Yes. In weeks 1 and 2, we'll focus on stability and mobility. Weeks 3 and 4, we get into functional strength. You like that, right?
I like the strength. I like strength.
And then we'll bring it all together in the final weeks to crush agility and balance-focused workouts. Sounds like a plan?
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
And we've added some fun checkpoints to test your strength with our functional test and weekly functional builder. I hope you're ready. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah,
You ready,
let's
Ingrid?
do- I like these builders coming up.
Oh.
Yes. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Watch me turn my disadvantages to my advantage. Watch me show the whole world that the Eagles landed. Pure intent, inner strength. Watch me walk into the fire. I never tire, I only get stronger.
Hey, it is time for day 1 of your functional movement challenge. Today we have a full body program focusing on stability and mobility, which is the first training block of your program. You'll follow me for the intermediate moves, Luke for the regression, and Ingrid for the progression. You'll need your dumbbells today, and if you're looking to take it up a notch like Ingrid, you'll need your fabric band and sandbags. With that said, let's get straight into our warm-up. First position for our cat-cow. Tabletop position here, knees under hips, arms under shoulders, and I want you to go ahead to round the back, push through and arch. I want you to inhale in this position and round. So right here, just warming up the body, pushing through your hands. Nice inhale up. Just a couple more here. Last one up, and then we're gonna switch to a bird dog swim in 3, 2, and 1. So staying in this position here, extend that right arm out, left leg here. Swim that right arm back, hand to the small of the back, swim it to the front, and reset to the other side. So as you're slowly moving through this here, I want you to think about pulling that belly button into your spine, and we're starting to activate the core while at the same time checking how our shoulder feels in that range of motion. No moving through any crazy sharp pain, just feel it out. Last couple seconds. Last 3, 2, and 1. Shifting into your downward dog, come into high plank position. Go ahead and push back. Come into that pike position, ears by shoulders, and shift back to plank. Push back right here. You can settle into it a couple pedals with the legs, pushing the heels down, and reset to plank. Good, total body movement right here. Feel that stretch in the back of your legs as well. We're amping up, come back to plank. Finish out here. One more push for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come to standing position here. We're gonna go to a cross-body toe touch. Okay, so arms out to the side, cross-body toe touch. Take it to the other side, and then join me in the middle here for a squat. Back up. So nice and slow here. You might be feeling tight, maybe in the hammies, so you want to take your time. Get that cross-body action here. Getting ready to move in all these different planes. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's get one more on here. And good. Now that our warm-up is done, it is time for our first functional test. We're going in here, okay? We are gonna be testing our mobility, strength, and balance. This test is the checkpoint for the next 6 weeks, and you're gonna wanna track your progress, so grab something to take notes. Maybe you have your notes app ready, and then keep those notes close by because we'll be doing this test 3 more times during this challenge. So first up, we'll have our push-up, then we'll go into our prayer squat to rotation, then we'll shift into that alternating reverse lunge to single leg RDL and balance, and then we'll finish off with our bear crawl. We are testing everything here, but we'll take you through it one at a time. So starting with our push-up here, I want you to come down to high plank position. You're gonna join Luke on the knees and Ingrid with a sandbag on your back, and we'll take it down. Count your reps, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Here we go. So right here, we're testing your strength. making sure we feel good in this movement. You're gonna be counting your reps and putting that in your notes at the end. Nice control. If it feels like it's getting tough, hold that high plank. Find that tempo that feels good to you. Finish out. Last 3, 2, and 1. Okay, go ahead and come to standing. Next up on our test, we're testing our mobility and range of motion with our prayer squat. So you're gonna join Luke with a shallow squat, and then you join Ingrid with your sandbags. Okay, so when we come down, I want you to think about how does it feel in that depth and how does your rotation feel? That's what you're gonna be tracking in your notes. So you'll join us here in 3, 2, and 1. Wide stance, hands at chest, drop down, really sink into it, rotate up, find that eye line, come back to center, and shift to the other side. And come on up. Take your time here. We're working for that 60 seconds. No rush. You might notice that as you start to go through, you sink in a little bit deeper into those hips. Good. Take your time. Breathe through as you're rotating. Come on up. It's okay if those feet externally rotate out a little bit. You want to push those elbows into those knees as you come on up. You've got about 15 seconds. Take your time. Really good here. Starting to feel that burn already. We're warming up. Last 10 seconds. Then we're moving on to that alternating reverse lunge. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out a little bit if you're feeling it. Next up, we've got that alternating reverse lunge to that RDL, that single leg, and then we're gonna come into that drive. You're gonna join Luke for body weight. I'll have dumbbells, and Ingrid will have her sandbags. Okay. So when you go through this, what I want you to track is how do you feel in that transition? How does your core feel with that balance? That's what we wanna know as we're going through in the next couple weeks. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Right side back. Take it back into that lunge. Tap if you're following me. Shift into that hinge. Come to that single leg balance. So we're working right here for that 60 seconds. Good. Focusing through here. You want to keep your feet hip width apart, right? When we're thinking about that lunge, it's kind of like training for your walking. You don't want those legs stacked right behind each other. Find that tripod with your foot. Take your time. Remember, that's what you're noting. It's like, can I work more on my stance? Do I need to keep my shoulders up as I'm going through that hinge? Am I rounding my back? All the good notes. This will help you be mindful throughout all your movements. We got about 10 more seconds, and then mark those notes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's it right there. Now we're going to our bear crawl. So if you're joining me and Luke, you're gonna be in a body weight position, and then Luke's gonna have a tap in between a reset, and Ingrid is gonna be pushing and pulling those sandbags. We're going in on those here. You're gonna step forward, alternating hand and foot for 3, and then reverse back. So I want you to track, how does your endurance feel throughout the movement? Can you make it the whole time? Do you have rest breaks? Mark those. Let's do it in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Take your time. So with the coordination, I know sometimes I have to think about opposite hand and foot. 30 seconds. You've got it. Good. We're almost there. Last 10. Nice control. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. First test done. Mark it in the books. We're gonna get straight into our circuit now. So for this one here, you'll need your dumbbells. And if you're joining Ingrid, we're bringing the fabric bands, we're bringing the sandbags. We got all the goods. We're gonna be working for 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest. So for our first movement here, we'll be getting into our Russian twist. So Luke will be doing the body weight version. Ingrid will already have her fabric band on, so she's good to rock. And then I'll be working with the dumbbells. So when we go through this here, I want you to think about keeping that core engagement as we're moving throughout this movement. All of these here are meant to improve your test and strength along the way. Ready to rock?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. 3, 2, and Russian twist. So side to side here. Nice steady pace. If you have your dumbbell, I want you to think about keeping it close to your chest here. Really looking to engage the obliques, making sure you're getting that good rotation. Okay, you can be mindful of how your low back feels. You can shift up if you need to. We've got 2 rounds to work this out. Let's go. Finishing in the last 10 seconds. Keep that tempo, keep your shoulders dropped. Last 3, 2, and 1. Next up, we're going into our skull crusher with that crunch. So you're gonna go ahead and grab your dumbbells if you're joining me and Luke, otherwise you have your sandbell with Ingrid. We're gonna lean back or lay back, belly button into spine. Dumbbells are gonna come straight up in 3, 2, and 1. So come into that skull crush, 90 degrees, weights up to the top, and press for that crunch. So take your time here, being mindful of the weights that you're working with. Good press, apple under the chin. All functional movement. Everything's moving together, but you're being mindful that you're doing it without compensating. Go work. Find the weight that feels good to you with this challenge here. We're definitely stressing quality over quantity here. Come on, last 3, last 2, and 1. Weights are coming down. We're shifting over to our alternating side crawl with that fire hydrant. We're getting more of that coordination going on. So tabletop position here, hands under shoulders, knees. If you're joining Ingrid, that band is working. Follow us to the right in 3, 2, and 1. We're up, side step, lift. Side step, lift. So keeping the steady tempo. You might think about wanting to go faster, but this time under tension is a whole other game changer. You also want to think about that as you're coming into that lift, that you're staying square in the hips and isolating it to that fire hydrant. Let's go. We're working. Last 10. Keep your pace. We've got a 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down, shake out the shoulders. I know, that's how I'm feeling inside. Come to standing. We're gonna go into our alternating tap with our back row. So you're gonna grab your dumbbells. Okay, we're gonna tap back, squeezing at the same time, then switching sides. In 3, 2, and 1. Right side, squeeze. So right here, you notice that we have a bit of a tempo, control with those weights coming down. Especially if you're working that band, you're gonna feel that fire as you extend back into that tap. Keep those shoulders dropped. You see, you feel that build up as we go through each of the moves. You've got it. Right here with you. Last 10 seconds. Take your time. Keep that belly button sucked in, core braced. You want that support. Keep that posture. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Relax, 20 seconds. You're gonna stick to 1 dumbbell. We're going to a squat to alternating press. 1 dumbbell in hand. I want you to drop down into that squat. Here we go. Let's rack that weight on the right side. Dropping in the squat first in 3, 2, and 1. Down and up. So I want you to think about exhaling up as you come through. Take in the load. Find that tempo. You definitely feel your core working as you're coming down, right? You're descending into it, making sure you keep that form. You're sitting those hips back. Good push. Come on, last 10 seconds. We got it, power through. You're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights down, put it down properly. This functional program right here. Good form throughout. Next up, we're gonna finish out with those dumbbell swings. Okay, you're gonna have your weights take it back to the hinge, and take it back up. That's gonna get you ready for that next time we hit that test. Grab your weights, 3, 2, and 1. Take it back. Find your breath right here. So you'll notice as you're coming into the hinge, you're not sitting down into the squat, you're coming back. Good. Nice thrust forward. It's those hips that's giving that momentum to those weights. Don't try to lift those weights with your arms. Good posture, good tension and grip on the weights. Don't forget to breathe. This is important. Your heart rate's coming up. Push it out. We got that break coming up. In 3, in 2, and 1. Weights down, baby. Woo! First round done.
That was good.
Good job.
I liked it.
Good job.
Felt good.
Working. How's that burner feeling?
It's great.
It's great. It's great. Reel it in right here. We're gonna run through that again. Maybe this time you're like, I'm gonna join Ingrid. I'm gonna join Luke. Switch it up, do what you need to do. We just want you to push through each of these movements, okay? Now that you're familiar, tune into all those notes and let's crush it. I'm gonna start to make my way through the floor. Okay, we're gonna go back into that Russian twist. Grab your equipment. Sitting up tall, we're gonna lean back. Get that core going in 3, 2, and 1. Round 2, you're definitely warm. I can guarantee it by now.
I am definitely warm.
Right? A little deeper in those obliques right there. Woo. Good rotation. Again, even in round 2, you don't have to move faster. You can move tighter, more controlled. Good. Ingrid's working. Killing it. Let's go. Last 10. Then we go into that skull crush with crunch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come out of it. Lay on back, Luke. Take a break.
Oh.
Take a break.
Thank you, I will.
It's like set up in that position and you're ready to go. Okay, same thing here. Make sure those weights are in control as you work in those triceps. Weights come up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're up. Take it back. Good crunch. It's a big thing here as you're going into that crunch. It seems like the most simple move, but it's done incorrectly sometimes where we just like cranking the neck. Nothing's happening there, okay? So take it up, good press, tune into everything. We want you to be so present as you're going throughout all these movements. I'm telling you, that presence actually what makes it go faster. Good work. We've got last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights are coming down. It's time to crawl, Luke.
Crawl.
We're crawling. Let's
we
do
go.
it. We're gonna go to the right side again here, making sure that you're not teapotting over. Keep it nice and structured. Isolate it. I want you to feel it and be like, that's a glue. Let's go. Anatomy happening here in 3, 2, and 1. Exhale as it comes out. Whenever you feel like it's getting too tired and you want to tense up, it's a good chance that's where you're supposed to breathe. I'll give you that now.
I'm breathing all right.
Breathing.
Definitely
Good.
breathing.
Good. Pull that belly button into spine. Let's go side to side. And make sure those arms are staying right under those shoulders. Don't let it creep away from you. Keep that solid base. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Luke's speaking for me, though. Whew. Whew. Okay, come on to standing. We're gonna go into that back row to alternating tap here. Again, slight forward lean, really nice and strong, okay? Make that line from head to heel. Let's go. Starting on that right side, 3, 2, and 1. Get everything working in unison. Nice tempo. Can you get those elbows to brush by those ribs? Good little scrub. Coming in. Nice step back. Good, we're almost rounding this out right here. Last 15 seconds. Whenever you hear us like call time, I want you to be like, easy, got this. Thanks for the note, coach. I'm gonna do it. Crush it to the end. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. All right, getting ready for our next move. We've got our squat thrust to the 2-hand press. It's coming in hot. Ingrid, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm just really focusing on keeping the legs pushed out in the band so I can get that nice adductor abduction work. So take your time, form over everything. Let's do it.
Ingrid's feeling it all, so I'd believe anything she's saying. Here we go. Starting on the right, 3, 2, and take it down. Down, and good. Exhale on the way up. I want you to even think about tuck those hips in as you're coming up. Strong squeeze, right? Core's always working. That's where all your movement starts. Don't forget about it. That's where small things happen, where sometimes we take out the back because we're getting ambitious and lifting those heavy weights. But stay strong, and you'll be good to go. Come on. Let's go. Last 10 seconds. Up and over, baby. Nice and strong. Reach for the stars. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, team. Good work. I'm gonna drop my weights for a second. I like the full rest break. We're finishing out with those dumbbell swings. See if you can push yourself this round. A little quicker in the thrust. Be intentional right there. See how it changes your experience. Grab your weights. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Take it back. So have that soft bend in the knee. When we're too stiff, you'll know sometimes it'll shorten your range here, but make space for yourself. Strong body coming through. Come on.
Can feel that stretch in the hamstrings here. So I drive those hips forward. The heart rate is getting up. Let's go.
Especially with the band on.
Yes. Come on, last 10 seconds, baby.
I like a controlled swing, so make sure you're controlling your weight. You're not just throwing it up there.
We got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights down, put them down properly. Noted, okay. We're finishing out with our core. 2 rounds, because we like us some core. Remember, everything starts here. We're gonna come down to the floor. If you're joining Ingrid, you've got your sandbags. That's what you're rocking this round. And then Luke and I will have body weight and dumbbell versions. Your first movement that you'll go through is your bicep curl with the V-sit. Then we'll go into your heel drop, taking it back. And then we'll finish out with that alternating jackknife. So I'm showing you this all now because we are gonna push through for 30 seconds each movement with a quick transition. Just jump in as you feel good. Remember, we got 2 rounds to crush this. All right, grab your equipment that you need. Starting off with that V-sit bicep curl in 3, in 2, and 1. So we're set up just like that Russian twist. Okay, shoulders are staying dropped. Sometimes you have to adjust your weight when you're doing the bicep curls, right? And you got some extra fun stuff going on with Ingrid and the sandbags. Good. Nice and tall. Lean back, core engaged. We're gonna have that quick transition going into those heel drops. In 3, 2, and 1. Take it back, quick transition. I'm gonna hold 2 dumbbells, tabletop position, and drop those heels down. So from 90 degrees and down. So right here, I want you to think about light tap into the water. You're not trying to make a big splash. Really controlled. You might have noticed the slower you go, the more control you have, the more work is happening. Different sensation right here. Then we're gonna go into those jackknives in 3, 2, and 1. Drop one weight. If you're with me, then we'll switch in the jackknives in 3, 2, and 1, and up. Weight's gonna stay above chest. You're joining Luke for the alternating, and you're working with Ingrid with the sandbags. Inhale, exhale up. That's where the work is. If you need to adjust, maybe you're not lifting as high on the legs, okay? Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we've got a break.
We've got
How'd
a break?
it go, Luke?
I liked it. It was good.
Yeah?
The core is definitely switched on.
You like it enough to do it again? Well, we are, no choice. Ingrid, how you doing?
Good. On this second round, be careful how you hold the sandbags. I find that a little squeeze gives you the stability you need for those wide curls.
Got it. We're ready to rock, team. We've got about 15 more seconds here. So again, remember, while we're pushing for time, that doesn't mean you have to go faster. You focus on the form, base especially who you're following, and let's crush it. Okay, this is day one. We've got plenty more to go. Here we go. Into those curls in 3, 2, and 1.
I think you answered all my prayers by putting biceps with core movements.
I knew it.
Thank you very much, Maricris.
We're just gonna switch this name to Luke Curls, okay? You know exactly what to do. God, we're coming up on those last 10 seconds right here. Okay, so your push right here, staying moving until the end. Always make that your goal. Find some way to stay active in the movement. Last 3, 2, and 1. Dropping dumbbell, we're gonna go into that heel drop. Okay, switch back. Let's go. In 3, 2, and drop it.
And I'm just squeezing the sandbag between my knees. It really engages the core as well, that extra squeeze.
And when I'm tapping my heel on the floor, I'm just trying to tap it and really keep that core engaged. I'm not really like just plonking it on the floor. Just a little tap and keep everything switched on.
Good, keep it nice and clean like them. Here you go, 3, 2, and 1. Switching to your final jackknife. This is it. Come on, team, we got it. 3, 2, and 1, we're up. Tune in right here. This is the end of it. You've already made it through your test. You made it through your first circuit. And now we're crushing it with this core finisher.
Let's bring it home strong.
Come on.
Come on.
I got to tune in and talk right here. Woo!
Ingrid, help us out.
Last 3, 2, and time. Can we just take a second right here? Stretch, pull on those wrists. Pull away from the midline of your body. 3, 2, and come on out. Don't worry, we have more stretches right here. Come into that tabletop position here. I want you to take out your right leg, and then I want you to take your right arm and shift back. Different kind of version of a child's pose, and then shift back forward and back. So you can follow our pace right here and shift forward, or if it feels good, sit in whichever position feels really nice. And up. A couple more here, take it back. And up. And we'll finish it in here, take it back. Hold it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feels so good, we're gonna do it on the other side, okay? Take out that left leg, let that sweat drip. Left arm, thread it through. And sit. And up. So pushing back, you probably feel that stretch on your inner thighs. If you're tight up top, maybe you feel in the back.
Why did you look at me when you said if you're feeling it?
No, I was looking at you because I relate to you, okay? We all have stuff to work on here. We have a different mobility, okay? Everybody, you're all good. You're perfect where you're at. Last couple seconds. Shift out one more time. And sit back for Luke and I, please. No, I'm just kidding. For you two, hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and then finally, let's end in that child's pose. Big toes touching, knees wide. We're just trying to get to Ingrid's level. We want to end up on that mat. Hold it out, arms extended. If you want a little deeper stretch, come onto the fingertips and then sink in so you can get into those lats a little bit more. Nice inhale and exhale, sink in deeper. Good, really settle into this position. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on out of that. Nice work. We're proud of you.
Good job.
Everybody, you crushed it. Remember, we had our test today, but it's not a pass or fail. It's just knowing where you're at so you can keep going. And remember, fuel plays a big part in your performance. So make sure you check out some Centr meals to keep you on track. All right, we'll see you in the next workout.
See you guys.
Bye.